The toughest decisions that I've ever made in my entire life have always been the best ones. And what I mean by this is probably the most common thing I've heard people say is, you know, I want to pursue this thing in my life, but my parents don't support it. Or I want to pursue this business in my life, but my friends thinks it's stupid, or whatever the case may be. And I see this letting so many people not make these decisions. And ultimately in my life, I've had this happen twice that have made very widespread changes in my personal life. And I want you guys to learn out of this experience. You have no idea how many people have said, I really want to be a streamer. I really want to be a YouTuber. But my parents just really don't support me. How do you get through that? How do you make that happen, right? And I'm going to tell you exactly my experiences with this and what it's caused to happen in my life, because it's changed my life in such a 180 direction that I think you could learn a lot from this video. If you guys have been enjoying these types of videos, make sure you drop a like and subscribe for the algorithm. We've really been needing some assistance with that, so if you guys could show me some love, I would appreciate it. The first thing that I have that can relate to this subject is when I was about 18 years old, I was about to graduate high school, and I remember everybody telling me, Cody, you need to get a job. You need to get a real job. You need to do this. You need to do this. And at the time, I was creating and uploading YouTube videos every single day, right? And at the time I was making, I don't know, $30 or $40 every single month making YouTube videos. And, you know, that's not a real job. No one's seen that, especially back then. It wasn't really a thing. You know, nowadays you guys have the awesome fact of if your parents are doubting it, like you'd be like, look, this guy makes 10 million and this guy makes 50 million and this guy's a trillionaire. I didn't have that because no one really made a lot of money back when I started, but it was enough to keep me going, right? Like I was head focused in the game, and I ended up going against everyone's advice and had so many fights with my parents for them saying, you know, go get a job, go get a normal job and do this on the side, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, listen, I'm going to stream every day for 8 hours. I'm going to make video every single day and I'm going to do this, right? And after a year and a half, that paid off. And it actually paid off in such fact that I probably made $3 million playing video games, doing streams, and creating YouTube videos. So obviously, you know, going against everybody's advice or everybody's judgment in that case definitely did pay off. So that was number one and maybe the most impactful. But the second one was when I opened my short-term rental business. I wanted to start doing Airbnbs here. I live in Kansas City, and I remember everybody that I told this idea that I wanted to do with my new house I bought, that I wanted to do Airbnbs, and they're all like, who would go on vacation to Kansas City? Why would anybody ever rent this? How much are they going to pay? I don't think that's going to work. Nobody ever comes here. Lo and behold, here we are 3 years later, building the business more and more, working with tons of investors and holding a nearly 100% occupancy rate. It seems like Kansas City has quite the demand. We've racked up multiple different rental properties now. We're currently managing 6. And once again, going against what everyone said was the better decision. I know a lot of people firsthand that have had big ideas, wanted to accomplish big things, and their parents or whoever's on their side has kind of went against it and said that's not a good idea. And sometimes you do need to listen to them people. But what you got to realize, man, is a lot of times when you have a great idea, everyone else doesn't see that vision, right? Everyone else doesn't see the work you're willing to put in to do that. And it seems like a trending thing in your life. Whenever you have a really good idea, obviously a lot of people are going to go against it because they just don't see it. They don't see the vision the way that you're going to see the vision. And that's okay, man. That's okay. But the great thing about this is we're all young. Most people listening to me right now, you're young, which means that you're able to take risk. It's the best time in your life to take risk. So if you have a great idea and you want to stick through it and you're going to do the hard work, then do it. The 2 biggest times that I had that conflict in my life were the 2 biggest things that paid off more than anything I've ever done. I'm making this video because right now I'm on the cusp of creating a new business that you guys will hear more about later. It's multiple months out. I've told a couple of people about it. I've made some NDAs and talked to a couple of people about it. And, you know, a lot of people kind of have this, are you sure that'll work? Maybe it won't work because of this and that. Maybe, you know, and they have all these questions because nothing's been done yet. But what I know from the work that I've done in the past, from the experience that I've had within people in my life and everything that's went on, I know that this business has a place in the world. And I honestly think it will change the world. So, you know, maybe this is going to be number 3. And maybe I'll look back at this video years later and be like, I'm glad I did that. The point of this video is take risk. You don't have to listen to what everyone says, man. You know what's best for you. And ultimately, you are the one that creates your journey. You create your life. You create every single step about it. And don't let anybody else take that from you. I hope this video gave you some motivation. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out of here.